Do you ever feel like you're stuck in a rut and you need a total life reset? If so, this video is for you. Tired of the negative talk? Tired of being depressed? And tired of seeing everyone else around you winning and you're not? Well, this video is gonna change your life. That was literally me last year. I was totally depressed, in a rut, burnt out, not happy, low self-esteem. My confidence was so low to the ground, I could barely breathe. Okay, I mean, I could breathe, but like, you get what I'm saying. Baby, I was down bad. I took the hit, so y'all don't have to take the hit. I want to help you transform your life in just 3 months. If I did it, you can do it, and it's definitely possible. It's just gonna take a mindset change and really some discipline. And you know what it says in the word, whatsoever a man thinks in his heart, so is he. And we wanna be the best version and highest version of ourselves. Hi, you guys, I'm just 𝚂𝚃. This video has found you because it needed to find you. I have not done one of these positive, motivating videos in so long, and I felt like it was because I was such in my healing process in my journey that I just needed to really be present. But now I'm feeling a lot better, and I feel like I can come on here and really give you guys things that have helped and worked for me into transforming my life. I mean, you guys remember when I posted that video of me being so vulnerable. I was going through it. But we always have to come out on top. Like, there's never a point where you're just gonna stay down. Like, I really believe that like you get to a low point, but then there's always a light. Then I always feel like there is a light and it just like pulls you. I feel like there's that light that pulls you and it's like, baby, not over yet. I was at this point where I was not eating healthy. I was not working out. I had no routine, no discipline, very negative talk, like very, very low confidence in myself. And I've never been that person. I've never been that girl. So I was like, something's not right here. Something's going on. We need to fix this, because I knew in my heart, deep down, when you know that this is not the life you want to live and this is not how you want to be, you're gonna want to change. It might be very, very difficult to take that action, but like at the end of the day, you know in your heart that this is not where I want to be. Sometimes you need to detach yourself, go ghost, as we say, but disappear. Shock them all after you realize your potential. And it's crazy because once you feel yourself improving, you start becoming addicted to that feeling. Start to realize that like, whoa, I can be this person. I can break these bad habits and I can totally change my life. I really just truly believe everything starts with your mindset. And these next 3 months, how do you visualize yourself in your life? The clearer your vision, the stronger your drive is going to be to achieve it. But I do believe that you have to figure out what your why is. Because, okay, we can say all day we want to change our lives, we want to improve, we want this, we want that. But what is your why? Everyone's why is going to be very different. This why is going to help you and keep you motivated through this whole process. A prompt that can help you could be something like this. Why do I want to transform my life in 3 months? Or what will my life look like once I achieve this glow up? I'm pretty big on affirmations and visualization. These are very, very, very important things that helped me during these 3 months. These affirmations need to align with your goals. For example, I am worthy of this life I desire. Or I am capable of achieving my goals and my dreams. A quick visualization technique could be closing your eyes and envision you living your transformed life. I really stand on the SMART goal method. So the SMART goal method stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So each component helps you refine your goals. So let's start with S. Specific. So let me go ahead and do a quick rundown of the SMART goal method. Your goal should be well defined and unambiguous. Being specific helps clarify what you want to achieve and why it's important. So here's some questions to ask yourself. What exactly do I want to accomplish? Why is this goal important to me? Who is involved? Where is it located? What resources or constraints are involved? So here's an example. Instead of saying, oh, I want to get fit, specify your goal as, I want to lose 10 pounds by exercising 5 days a week. M, measurable. Define how you are going to measure your progress and determine when the goal is accomplished. Measurable goals provide a specific criteria and benchmarks to keep you on track. So here's some other questions to ask. How will I know when I have achieved my goal? What metrics or indicators will I use to track my progress? I want to increase my YouTube subscribers by 25% over the next 3 months, rather than just quote unquote, I want more YouTube subscribers. So you see the difference. So set a goal that is challenging but still possible. A, achievable. It should stretch your abilities, but still remain realistic. So be real with yourself. Ask yourself, is this realistic and attainable? And do I have the necessary skills or tools, resources to achieve this specific goal? Or do I need to acquire them? So here's an example of something that's realistic and not so realistic. I want to run a half marathon in 6 months. Now, this could be realistic for a lot of you guys out there, especially if you've been training and you've been working out, you live a healthy lifestyle, and this is something that you actually do. This could be very realistic for you. Saying something like, I want to run a half marathon by next month. This might not be achievable, especially if you have not been working out. So you see what I'm saying? So we have to make sure these goals are realistic, are relevant. To ensure that your goals are aligned with broader life objectives and current priorities. A relevant goal will matter to you and contribute to your long-term aspirations. So is this goal worthwhile and meaningful to you? Does it align with your other goals and your values? Or is this the right time to pursue it? These are some things that you should think about. So making sure that you're keeping it relevant. Okay, let me use this as an example. So if your focus is to build a strong online presence, then a goal would be something like this. I want to post 2 high quality YouTube videos every week. So something like that would be relevant. And lastly, T, time bound. So set a timeline, a deadline. This will create that urgency, and this will keep your goal a priority in your life. Time-bound goals prevent procrastination, and it gives you a sense of direction. And child, we need some direction. So what's your target date or deadline for achieving this goal? What milestones should I set for myself so that I can monitor this progress? Okay, for example, I want to save $5,000 by December 31st. This literally gives you a clear target date. Instead of just saying, I want to save money, just go ahead and put all this into an example. I want to increase my YouTube subscribers by 25%. That's specific. Over the next 3 months, that's time bound. By uploading 2 quality videos every week, promoting them on social media, and engaging with my audience in the comments. That's achievable. I will track my subscriber count weekly and measure my progress. That's measurable. This will help me grow my online presence and build my brand, and that's relevant. I hope that you guys understood that SMART goal method is something that I really stand by. So let's really get back to what we were talking about earlier about daily habits, routines, and all that, because that's the juicy stuff that I love. Y'all need a routine. Morning and evening routines. It's a game changer. Routines are really, really good because it provides structure, consistency, efficiency in our daily lives. Creating routines help achieve our goals, reduces stress, and improve your overall well-being. Because when I am on my A game, I am my best self. I'm not kidding you guys. I am my best self when I'm on my routines. That's why sometimes I get super OCD about my routines, because once I fall off of it, that's when things start going downhill. I just really believe my focus is on another level when I'm on my routines. But it's not even just about the routines, but it's also too about healthy eating, working out, your health, your overall health is something that plays an important part in this life. If you are not going to bed on time, if you're not eating healthy, you're gonna be sluggish. I remember when I was constantly eating carbs, y'all, the sugar, all the bad food that you can think of. Hot chips, sweet stuff, candy, chips, the worst snacks that you can possibly think of, I was eating that. That's why I kept breaking out, why I was feeling sluggish and I couldn't wake up. I couldn't even get out the bed, not drinking enough water, not sleeping enough. These things really affect your mental health. This is why you need to create healthy lifestyle habits. Scheduling your workouts, drinking plenty of water, and eating healthy. The next thing is removing negativity and setting boundaries. I think that's something that's really crucial too as well. I feel like sometimes you need to detox your space and social media. Social media has literally, I'm telling y'all, ever since I got to a place where I set boundaries with me and social media, because at one point I was always sending memes, scrolling on social media, hours and hours, screen time. It got bad. Don't get me wrong, I still send the memes because they're funny. okay? But it's a lot less than it was before. I really believe in a clean space equals a clean mind will get me back on track every time. But it's about maintaining that clean space. So making sure that you're staying accountable to yourself, adapt as needed. I really want to push the issue of tracking your progress because this is very important, especially during these 3 months. Very easy to get sidetracked. It's very easy that things can happen in our lives that can throw us off of our goal and what we're trying to achieve here. I would suggest tracking it in a journal or a habit tracker, whatever works best for you. But I definitely suggest doing weekly check-ins. It will help you reflect on what you have accomplished and things that you didn't accomplish, or anything that hindered you from accomplishing the goals. I also want to make sure that we celebrate our wins because that is very, very important during this process. And even when you're going over these setbacks, do not allow it to discourage you, but encourage you to learn from these mistakes so that you don't make them again. And just don't feel discouraged when you have these setbacks. Like, we're gonna have them, you guys. I have them all the time. Child, I be having these little mountains, these setbacks all the time. Like, especially when I'm finally getting to that point where I'm seeing the light, I feel like that's when the setbacks try to come. Gotta push past the setbacks. Don't let it get you down. But I also feel like you have to still be somewhat of adaptable. So if your strategy, a particular strategy is just not working, well, you have to learn how to pivot. You have to learn how to pivot rather than just like giving up. So just know that you're gonna have to adapt sometimes, and that is okay. I definitely encourage adapting and pivoting. So before we end this video, I want to encourage you guys just a tad bit by sharing some stuff that I actually accomplished within these 3 months. So before I actually wrote this, I was already working on my journey. I was already working on improving. I just felt like I needed to improve and get my health back together. I remember I watched a video that really just, you guys, it motivated me. And when you're motivated, it's great, but it takes discipline. Motivation can only go so far. But that video motivated me so much that I was like, bro, I need to change. I need to get going. I need to go. I need to do whatever it takes. And that was the push that I needed. But I also had to do a lot of work. So I basically started doing 4 a.m. runs. I ended up finding a friend that wanted to do 4 a.m. runs with me. And so we would go and do 4 a.m. runs. That was so challenging for me. I had been off my routine. You guys know, before all of everything that's happened, I was a 4 a.m. girly. Waking up in the morning, going to the gym, getting on my routine, working, all the above. I was consistently doing that, and that was my routine. But I had fell off so far from that routine that I just felt like it just wasn't really possible at the time. In that video, I wanted to feel how that person felt. And so I found a friend, and I literally was like, we need to run. She was super into it. So we started with that, and I felt like that helped so much. The first few weeks were very hard because I was always tired, didn't really feel like it. I wanted to not go. After a while, I started to feel good waking up. After I started doing the wake ups, I started trying to improve with my eating healthier, making better choices. And I felt like that helped my skin, helped with my working out, because then once I started doing the running, I started getting back into the gym. So June, I decided we're gonna have to get it together. So I wrote down, it's on my TikTok, I wrote down these goals for myself. So I'll give you guys one of my goals on here because I feel like this is something that actually happened. And this was to become a commercial model actress. And I do want to get really back into that, but I feel like right now a lot has happened, so I'm slowly trying to get back into it. But I had wrote that down. Obviously there's a lot of other goals on here that I don't want to share, but I wrote down that is slowly happening. Actually, right now it's slowly happening. But that was one of the goals. And then I also, at the bottom of that, I added the person that I envisioned, myself. And I'll just name out a few things. I want to be free, loving, caring, selfless. And then I also have my appearance, my shape, how I want it to be, how I want my arms to be, all these things I put on this list. And it's so funny because I feel like I wrote that, and then not even joking, y'all, July, I feel like it was July, auditions, sending in my tapes, my self-tapes to auditions and stuff. And I ended up booking my first role when I was in LA. So I ended up getting invited to an influencer event, And I also was going there to for a casting. Like there was these castings, in-person castings that I wanted to go to. So me and my friend ended up going out to LA. And I ended up going back that following week to see my friend and go to the influencer event. And I ended up, in that period of time, I was auditioning a lot. And I ended up getting a role for a drama and mystery. And you guys, I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Then on top of that, auditioning for something else, I got that role, went back to LA for that. And then I ended up getting another gig, or whatever you guys want to call it, for a corporate commercial. All these things were all paid. And that was literally in in a month, y'all. Literally in a month. But so why I'm telling you this is because my mindset was so positive, and I believed in getting this so bad that I really believe that I manifested it because my heart and my mind aligned, and I really was putting in work to get to that point. Like there was things that I needed to do that. So my confidence, I had to practice, I had to eat healthy, I had to work out, I had to be on my A game. In order for me to reach this goal, I have to be on my A game. There's no way that I'm going to get to that point if I'm slacking. So me saying this is telling you guys and being real with you, there is no room for slacking. There's no room for excuses, and there's just no room. If you want these things, you're gonna have to be about it. And that's just really what it is at the end of the day. You have to be your number one fan, your number one motivator. You have to be that person for yourself, because this person deserves it. You know you deserve it, and you know this is what I know I can be. So once you realize that, I'm telling you, you're gonna get a grip of it, and it's almost like you're gonna be a magnet. And I literally felt like a magnet. Like, I'm not joking, y'all. Every single room I stepped in, complimented. Who am I? What do I do? Here's my number. Networking. Like, I'm not joking you. Literally every time I would step in a room, it was almost like a glow was like on me. And it was just like a magnet for people. And I just started just getting stuff, y'all. Like, I don't even know, like, not handouts, but it was just like things just started just falling in my lap. And if you get off track, it's fine. Pick it back up, baby. If you put your mind to it, you can do it. I just really believe that. And I believe in you, and I know you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you found this video helpful in any kind of way, please let me know. I love you guys so much. Please subscribe, like this video, comment down below. I really hope that this helped you. Like, 2025 is coming quick, and we need to be ready. I love you guys so much. I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.